Hey. Yeah. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
Whoops. So, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let's try that again. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I am in the process of doing my makeup. So, that's why I'm here. But Chris McDonough, you want to play this game, bitch? Let's go. Like, for real. Second strike. So, from here on out, nobody should be talking about Summer Wells, because if you disagree with Chris and you used any of his stuff, he's going to strike you. So I will remove everything about Summer Wells. And don't you worry about it, Chris. When I win my strikes, I just want you to know I'm going to preach how nobody should talk about Summer Wells. Because you actually told everyone to share this info. Now you're striking me because you don't like me. You are a piece of shit. You are a true narcissistic piece of shit. So carry on with your badass self, Chris. Hope you lose your fucking channel yet again. Ugh. So, anyway, I'll win both strikes. I'm not worried about it. I haven't even tried on the other one because I was like, whatever. But now that he did it twice, yeah, now we're going to fight fire with fire. So carry on with your badass self, you narcissistic piece of trash. And I'm so honored that he's spending his days going through my videos. Little old me going through my videos. You are such a fucking loser. Total loser. Yeah, total loser. No, he's a piece of shit. He has real control issues, 150%. So, you want to take me to court, Chris? Let's go, because that's what you're going to have to do. I agree. Disgusting is an understatement. So, I just want to put it out there. Both videos that he struck me had to do with Summer Wells. So make sure you don't do videos on Summer Wells, because he will strike you if you say anything bad about him. So just so you know. Oh, I can't stand him. He triggers something in me because he's a narcissistic piece of trash. Like, thousands of channels showed those interviews. Thousands. Hundreds. I wouldn't say thousands. Hundreds. He only struck those that have something bad to say about him. That's who he struck. Chris, sit your fat ass down. And I want a $35 refund for your scam website that I paid for. I want my $35 back. Thank you very much. I'll request that refund. Piece of shit. So anyway, let's move on. So today is the autopsy, just so you know, and the autopsy results. Now, I will say, and by the way, I just learned about this second strike like 20 minutes ago, so just so you know. And so what they're doing is the coroner in Wyoming is having like a press conference for the autopsy results. The scam website is, you pay $35 a year and you get nothing out of it. Like, you can't even get in there. It's ridiculous. It's a scam. So anyway, I did speak to a friend of mine who works as an attorney, but what he told me, and I also heard this other places, they're not going to reveal anything big. You're welcome, Robin. You're not going to get anything big out of it. The problem with it is that they can't release any real results because of the ongoing investigation. So everybody seems to think, including myself yesterday, that, a lot's going to be revealed. And I was told absolutely not. Almost nothing's going to be revealed. Not even sure why they're actually holding a press conference. But what I was told is we'll be lucky if we get the date that she died. And that's probably about all that they're going to reveal. They said they anticipate the press conference lasting about 5 minutes. And then some questions. And that's about it. So hopefully it may be more than that. But that's what I was told. I don't know. But I was told that they absolutely cannot reveal personal little information about how she died because they haven't even caught the killer yet. And they don't know who the killer is, according to them. According to what we've released so far, they haven't said who the killer is. Now, I did find something very interesting though when I was looking up something, and I don't know if it actually means anything or if it was referring to the date on the 12th of when they got pulled over. But I noticed in Gabby Petito's father's Twitter, he hashtags domestic violence. So that makes me think that he knows something we don't, and that kind of confirmed that Brian is the killer. Now, according to what they said on Dr. Phil, they don't know specifically if Brian's the killer because they haven't announced it yet, which could also possibly be today. But I do find it interesting, though, that the father did say, the father's always hashtag domestic violence. So, I don't know. I just found that pretty interesting. And I'll tell you something else I found interesting. I'm going to show you guys in a second. Hold on. This, to me, was wild. I don't know why it was posted, how it was posted, who created it. Well, hold on. I told you I'm going to do my makeup. Check this out. I got to pull it up. Hold on. Was it his Instagram or Twitter? I want to say Twitter. No, maybe it was Instagram. Hold on. I think it was Instagram. Okay. All right. So Gabby was found. Check this out. Gabby was found on the 19th. Okay. She was reported missing on the 11th. But check this out. This to me is weird. Tell me if you guys think this is weird. Hold on. Because to me, it's weird. Okay. On his Instagram page, this picture was created on September 14th. September 14th. They didn't know she was dead yet. And yet he posted a picture with wings. Does anyone else find that weird? I find that very, very weird. in a creepy, eerie kind of way. That again, they didn't find her till the 19th. But yet Dad had posted this picture on the 14th. He spoke about that picture after her death. No. This picture, the wings, that she was an angel on the 14th. They didn't find her body till the 19th. That's weird. That somewhere Dad knew that he was already an angel. That she was already an angel when he posted this on the 14th. But yet they hadn't had her body till the 19th. He spoke about why he took this picture on the 14th or on the 19th. There's a picture he posted on the 19th. The same picture he posted after she was dead. I find it like just odd. That she was dead already and he didn't know that, kind of. And that he chose a picture where she was an angel already. I don't know, I just find it weird. Yeah, but that's not a butterfly. Those to me are angel wings. I don't know, I found it weird. Thank you, Quinny. No, I didn't say anything about being sinister. No. I'm saying it's not about proving. I'm saying that as a father's instinct, that it's weird that something told him to post this picture before he even knew she was dead. That's what I'm saying. That it was an angel wings, that, she was an angel when he posted it, but he didn't know that yet. Like, yeah, exactly, like a parent's sixth sense. I didn't say there was anything like that he did it or anything like that. I'm not, no. It's not what I mean. No, boho mom, I know. All right, you guys are not listening to what I'm saying. You're not getting it. I'm saying that he knew in his heart that she was already gone, and that's why he chose that picture. That he knew inside that she was a angel already. And that's why on the 14th, he chose that picture. I'm sorry if you guys thought I meant he was involved or anything crazy like that. No. Yes, after she was dead, not before. That it was almost like instinctually, like something was telling him to post this picture. Like her posting, like she came to him and she told him to pick this picture. That's what I'm saying. Stood in front of the picture herself. It wasn't created by somebody else. It was created by Gabby. No. I'm saying it was parents, like it was his intuition on the 14th, even though they didn't find her until the 19th. Something in him told him to take this picture with angel wings on the 14th. That's what I'm saying, if that makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something about it. She's saying he chose that pic because of his intuition. Exactly. Like, out of all pictures, he didn't pick butterfly wings. He picked ones with angel wings. Like, he knew it. Like, something in him. Maybe she told him, and in a ghost kind of way that, Dad, take this picture. This is who I am. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. But I'm sorry if you guys totally misunderstood, like, and thought that I was like a whole nother direction. I agree parents' intuition is strong. I knew my grandfather died before anyone told me. I just knew it. Laura's saying he had a feeling Gabby was gone. Exactly. And like something told him to pick that picture with the angel wings. I don't know. I thought it was weird when I first saw it. I was like, wow, parents' intuition. He knew. He just knew. Press conference, Christy, is about 10 minutes. Her mom told Dr. Phillip that, yeah, exactly. They said, I saw that too, that she knew she was gone as soon as the, as soon as the, no, I'm here. As soon as she, as soon as she found out the van was in Florida, she knew she was gone. Yes, Kimber, we're still friends. I spoke to her for about an hour this morning. Never believe rumors. Oh no, Quinny. Yeah, never believe rumors. Always go right to the source. Alright. Brother got punched in the gut 30 miles away the minute my dad died. Oh, wow. Bum-ba-dum. Hold on.
Get on questions. I kind of narrowed it down to just a couple because I don't think I'll, there'll be a lot of reporters, I'm sure. So, and 2:30. Yeah, Jennifer, some of you were talking about Jennifer. If you go back and listen to the phone call from last night with Jennifer, she sort of lowered our expectations a little bit today, just because she said she would be very, very surprised if they released the full autopsy report, if the coroner did that on his own without the FBI. She thought that would be unusual, just because, the alleged killer is still out on the run. So, it wouldn't really be, according to Jennifer, in their best interest necessarily to release all of the details of the autopsy while the investigation is still so hot and ongoing. I tweeted out a little while ago, my last tweet before this, a link to where you can watch the press conference, which again starts in about 30 minutes. I'm going to live tweet it also. So messages over here haven't been moved. So interesting question, but we all are kind of fascinated with it. He wasn't wrong.
Call me crazy, but I think the parents should be left alone already. I know that's not popular opinion, but I really think they need to be left alone. I really feel like that. You did, and I accidentally hit a wrong button and deleted. Aha. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think they're going to release much. I really don't. I think it's going to be a lot less than people think. Okay, this is all it's showing. There's no volume yet. Do you mean they're going to release very little info on the autopsy? Correct. They're going to release very little. By the way, speaking of Patreons, I have a couple of new ones that haven't answered me on Patreon. So, guys, if you're listening, I need to know if you guys have Discord. Check your Patreon messages. Yeah, my volume's up. It's not showing anything yet. It's on live TV. See if anybody else, like, go to it, make sure that it's not my thing that's not working. Oh, you know what else I found out, Rainey? Interesting that you said that. A lawyer is not obligated to tell the cops if they know who their client is. I did not, Texas. Why do you think they're not going to tell us everything? Are they legally obligated to tell? No, they're definitely not legally obligated. But what I was told is they're not going to tell. Oh, okay, Michelle. That they're not going to tell you anything because they don't have the killer in custody yet. They can't tell you stuff if they don't know it yet. All right, Angels. I just want to make sure because, like, this is weird for a news station just to show it like this. So it kind of, I was like, that's kind of weird. So I just want to make sure it wasn't just me. That's what FLA is showing too. Okay. I just want to double check. All right, there we go. You need volume, dude.
Recording in progress.
You still need volume. That's him, not me. Nobody can hear you.
Hello, thank you all for joining us. I am Dr. Brent Blue, Teton County, Wyoming coroner. After a detailed investigation by our forensic pathologist, our anthropologist, and local law enforcement, with assistance from the FBI, the Teton County Coroner Office is filing the following verdict in the death of Gabrielle Lenora Petito. We hereby find the cause and manner of death to be the cause, death by strangulation, and manner is homicide. By Wyoming state statute, no other information will be released about the autopsy. The only thing that is released in the state of Wyoming is cause and manner of death.
I think they said they can't hear you. Just 1 second.
Should I start over then? Thank you for joining us. Sorry about the audio issue. I'm Dr. Brent Blue, Teton County, Wyoming coroner. After a detailed investigation by our forensic pathologist, our anthropologist, and local law enforcement, with assistance from the FBI, the Teton County Coroner's Office is filing the following verdict. In the manner of death of Gabrielle Lenora Petito, we find the cause and manner to be cause, death by strangulation, and manner is homicide. By Wyoming state statute, only the cause and manner of death are released. Their autopsy findings and photographs and that sort of material is not released by state statute. And I'll be glad to entertain some questions at this time.
Hi, Brian. This is Alex with the News and Guide. Could you hear me?
Yes.
I'm curious whether you're able to pinpoint a date of death and when, and if you know whether or when Gabby's remains will be returned to her family.
The remains have been returned to the mortuary here, and the mortuary is dealing with the family at this time as far as the disposition of the remains. As far as the time of death, we are estimating 3 to 4 weeks from the time that the body was found. That is actually determined more by law enforcement folks than than our office.
Chris, Vivian, you are able to ask your question.
What's the question? I didn't hear a question.
Chris, I believe that you are muted. If you can unmute yourself.
Okay, it's John Walsh from In Pursuit with John Walsh on Discovery ID. Dr. Blue, thank you for your time. I think everybody in the world believes that Brian Laundrie killed Gabby. With your extensive work on the body, are you sure that it's Brian Laundrie? And will the FBI issue a nationwide homicide warrant now that they know the cause of death?
We are only tasked with the determination of cause and manner of death. Who committed the homicide is up to law enforcement, and I cannot answer the question about the FBI. you would have to contact them.
Jeremy Kopus, you are now allowed to ask your question.
Yes, hello, doctor. If you could, please, can you comment on any other bruising, maybe on the body that possibly was healing, possibly older bruises or cuts that might have been healing over the last couple of weeks before her passing?
By Wyoming state statute, no other information about the autopsy is released, just the cause of death.
I was just gonna say that. They just fucking said what the statue was.
Hi there, this is Heather Lee, a reporter at ABC Action News in Tampa, Florida. I just wanted to know if you could explain why it took about a month for this process to finish. I think a lot of people were hoping that they would learn this information sooner. So I just think
these are
if
the
you could
dumbest
just explain
questions.
the process and why it took a month.
Because he
the
has
main
other
reason was,
cases?
that we were very exacting in our examination and the detail by which that examination was done. We were waiting for various specialists to come in and help us with this investigation. We were waiting on toxicology to be returned, and it was just a matter of making sure we had everything right.
Thank you.
Is there another question?
Brian Enton. I believe you're unmuted right now. Okay. Steve Fabian.
Yes, hi, doctor. How are you? I am curious if any DNA samples were taken from Gabby's remains, and also if the body was intact, are you able to tell us the condition of Gabby's remains?
I can tell you the DNA samples were taken by law enforcement, and all I can tell you about remains is that the body was outside for 3 to 4 weeks.
Chris Vivian, do you have your hand up?
Was that a question? I didn't hear the question there.
Question.
Dr. Blue,
Yes.
it's John Walsh again from In Pursuit with John Walsh. You will
Oh
probably
my
be
God,
the most
sit
important
down.
witness at the trial. And I asked you before how confident you feel that Brian Laundrie, and they use the semantics. He was a person of interest. I'm old school. He was the only suspect ever. And I just wonder, you're going to be the most important guy at the trial, probably. Do you have any doubts it's Brian Laundrie?
I can't.
Is he
make any
fucked
comment
up?
about any suspects because we are not involved in that part of the investigation. We are only involved in the investigation of the body of the deceased. So who committed the homicide is really to be determined by law enforcement.
Right, but I thank you for your hard work. And I always say in so many cases I've been involved in, let the pathologist and the coroner do their work no matter how long it takes. So I think you've probably done a really good job on this case. Thank you for your time.
Hey there, doctor. This is Rochelle Aline with ABC Action News in Tampa. Just a quick question. Can you kind of walk us through the process to how you arrived at this specific manner of death?
In the state of Wyoming, there are 4 possibilities for the manner of death. They are homicide, suicide, accident, and natural. And those are the 4 choices. When we do an investigation, we look at the crime scene or the scene of the death. the scene of the body, the condition of the body, and findings at autopsy and toxicology. And that is how we arrive at the manner of death. So it really depends on lots of different circumstances.
Dr. Stephen Fabian again from Inside Edition. Can you tell us if the body was buried when it was discovered, or if the body was on the surface?
Are these reporters
I can't
dropped
tell you
on
that.
their
That's,
head?
would be something you'd have to ask the FBI, because we're not allowed to release that information.
These reporters were dropped on their fucking
Kelly
head as
Vaughn?
kids.
Do you have a question, Kelly Vaughn? We have Brian Enting in the chat who has a question. What's your question, Brian? Was there any impact on her body from weather or wild animals in the national park?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Was there any impact on her body from weather or wild animals in the national park?
All I can really comment about that is that her body was outside in the wilderness for 3 to 4 weeks.
KSL assignment, you are unmuted. KSL assignment.
Hello, Dan Rascone here from KSL TV in Salt Lake. Dr. Blue, can you tell us at all whether or not, was it believed that she was murdered there at that location, or is it any indication that her body was drugged there or taken there, or can you give us any indication there?
I can't comment on that. That would be something you'd have to speak with the law enforcement or the FBI.
Matthew Sella. Matthew Sella, do you have a question?
Hey, Dr. Blue. It's actually Jimmy from dailymail.com in New York here. What were the results of the toxicology report? And is there any suggestion that Gabby had any drugs in her system? And if so, what were they?
The results of the toxicology are not public knowledge by Wyoming Institute, so I can't comment about that.
Thank you.
We have a question from the chat. Was Gabby Petito pregnant?
She was not pregnant.
Thomas Taupe.
Hi, doctor. My question, did you seek the advice of a forensic entomologist or forensic botanist during the course of your investigation?
The FBI has sent materials to a forensic entomologist.
And that matters why?
WPBF 25 News.
Hi, doctor. This is Terry Parker from WPBF in Palm Beach County, Florida. I'm wondering if you said you were very thorough in this autopsy and examination. Could you give us an example of the type of test and analysis you performed?
This autopsy included a whole body CAT scan, a examination by a forensic pathologist, an examination by a forensic anthropologist, and toxicology evaluation. So we pretty much covered all the bases.
Jeremy Kopis.
Yes, doctor, thank you for taking the question again. You mentioned that strangulation is the cause of death. Can you talk about how you came to that conclusion?
I cannot. That is part of the autopsy findings and is not discoverable by Wyoming statute.
Was there any other cause of death that was a possibility in this case?
Well, we look at all causes, all possibilities when we try to determine cause of death, but this is the cause of death that we determined.
I have a question from chat. It is, was the manner of death obvious? Strangulation marks, bones, injured neck.
These are the dumbest reporters ever.
Like this, so detailed analysis was used both to determine manner and cause of death. I can't go into details on how we made those decisions.
Kristen Thorne.
Yes, hi, Dr. Kristen Thorne with WABC in New York. Could you just please repeat about how long you believe the body was out there? Unfortunately, the last time you spoke, we just didn't get a good film shot of you saying that. Would you mind repeating that?
Our initial determination is the body was in the wilderness for 3 to 4 weeks.
Thank you.
Jorge Fitzgibbon. You have to unmute. I believe you're still muted.
Sorry about that. Good afternoon, Dr. Blue. Relating back to the date of death, is there a date listed on the death certificate?
The death certificate has not been completed at this time, and the death certificates of the state of Wyoming allow for approximate dates and variability in those dates. So I doubt, well, there will not be an exact date of death on the death certificate.
Eileen with News 12.
Hi, doctor. This is Eileen LaPalmer from News 12. We sort of asked it a little bit, but is there a way that you can explain how you know that it was strangulation? Sometimes I know that
because he's a fucking doctor. That's why.
That you discovered in this case.
I can't comment on that because it would be a finding of the autopsy. And as I stated before, in the state of Wyoming, the autopsy results are not public knowledge.
So then you can't clarify whether it was manual strangulation or with an item, correct?
That's correct.
What part of... I just gotta say this. What fucking part of... I'm so aggravated. What part of Wyoming law restricts us from telling anything about the autopsy other than the manner of death? What part of that do these fucking idiots don't get? And yes, I'm cursing a lot because I'm pissed off because of Chris. But please tell me what part of this they don't understand. It's not rocket science. These people have college degrees. Comprehend Wyoming law. He said it 3 times.
Make time for us, doctor. Was the entire examination conducted at your lab in Jackson, or was Gabby Petito's body shipped to another facility?
The examination was done entirely at our board in Teton County, Wyoming.
Anna Gregorio.
Gregorio. It's actually Ashley Banfield with News Nation. Doctor, thank you for taking the time today. Can I ask you if from the very beginning of your process, was it obvious that the cause, not the manner, that the cause was strangulation and that you just needed this time to prove it out? Or were you completely unaware from the beginning what the cause of death was for Gabby Petito and had to resolved through a number of puzzle-solving manners and other experts to arrive at that final.
I can't answer
final
that.
cause determination.
In a situation like this, nothing is obvious. And so the cause of death required investigation.
We have a William Walke.
Hey there, Dr. Blue. My name is Will. I'm from KHOL Jacksonville Community Radio here in Jackson. You're a small town coroner here in Western Wyoming. This case got so much national attention, as we can see right now. Can you speak on what it was like doing your job with such a big spotlight on you? Thanks.
Well, it was quite the
Oh my
media
God.
circus, and continues to be. Unfortunately, this is only one of many deaths around the country of people who are involved in domestic violence. And it's unfortunate that these other deaths do not get as much coverage as this one. I'm assuming that because the deceased was a blogger, that this received more coverage than others. But there are a lot of both men and women who have lost their lives that aren't covered with this kind of media attention.
Francis DeFiore.
Yes, hello. This is Francis DeFiore from the Port Charlotte Sun. I just want to go back to my previous question, although I imagine your response. Is there anything you can tell us about how exactly you determined it was a 3 to 4 week period before death?
I can't go into that kind of information at this time.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Why don't we take one more question then?
We have the Snack Squad.
Hey, this is Andy Mercado from Mercado Media. Could you go over the length of time the autopsy report took? And thank you for your time, Dr. Blue.
Well, the length of time was involved in the sense that we received a report from the investigating and examining forensic pathologist. We had a report done by our anthropologist, and we had toxicology studies that were done in addition to the report from the radiologic studies. So all these came together, and that's what took time for us to complete this investigation.
Hi, doctor. Could you speak to the state of decomposition, and did that at all hinder your investigation?
No, I can't comment on that.
I lost brain cells from
Dr.
this.
Blue,
I
would you
swear.
like to take any more questions?
Unless there's other specific questions that haven't been answered already, why don't we close this? And thank you all very much for your participation. And I can tell you that I will not be answering any other detailed questions about the autopsy. As I said, state statute prevents us from doing that. So contacting me by email and phone is not going to reveal any additional information. But thank you for your time, and I appreciate your interest.
Dr. Blue, I have one more question. Is there a way to determine if this was accidental or deliberate?
You mean in the sense of a homicide?
Yes.
That would be up to law enforcement to make that determination.
Great, thank you.
Again, thank you all very much for your time.
Recording stopped.
That was by far the dumbest press conference I've ever seen from reporters. Now, with that said, everybody knew what to expect because I told you guys ahead of time what to expect. So everyone knew, if you listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about, that they weren't going to answer any questions. He wasn't going to give any details. I didn't know that about Wyoming law, though. That part I didn't know. So I can't say that I knew about that, but I did not know about Wyoming law. But I did know they weren't going to say anything, and I thought he was going to give a little more than that, but yeah. So I was right. And Lady Bud, I am so sorry. I read that in passing. But like I said, I told everyone ahead of time what to expect. Did you not say strangulation would be the cause a while back? I absolutely did. I said he strangled her in a crime of passion. In the heat of the moment. He walked out of the restaurant. He was pissed off. She was coming at him on the 27th. This was during my psychic explanation. Remember, I was a psychic. I played psychic for a minute. I said that they came out of the restaurant. Everything was, heated. They were fighting. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. He put his hands around her neck in a rage of shut the fuck up already. And before he knew it, she was dead. That's what happened. And he panicked and he put her in the middle of the field and he drove home. That's what happened. That was my psychic ability. They say she died from strangulation. Strangulation is very personal. But yes, when I was doing my psychic analysis, I said she died on the 27th, and that's how she died. And I do apologize. I do apologize for getting heated before, but I just cannot believe this narcissistic piece of crap struck me twice. I will win both strikes or I'll see him in court. I don't really care. And there's that. So he wants to play. Let's play Chris McFaker. Chris McNarcissist. So that's why I'm a little heated. So again, I put this out there. Nobody talk about Summer Wells because you can't talk about Summer Wells if you don't like Chris. So I just want to put that out there. If you say anything bad about Chris, you can't like Summer Wells or speak about Summer Wells because he will strike you. So Chris McNarcissistic Faker, don't worry. I'll pass the word on not to speak of Summer Wells. Have no problem. I do think that's what happened. For not using his content, from using the, whatchamacallit, the interview. Yeah, Chris McNarcissist struck me now twice. I haven't even had a chance to address the first one because I really didn't mean that much. But now that he struck me twice, so now I have to fight it. His channel got struck down, and I don't know if he thinks I had something to do with it, but like I said, you can't say anything bad about Mr. Narcissist because he will strike back. That's what narcissists do. So don't worry, Chris. I'll see you in court under fair use. And I have no problem fighting him in court. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Clove. He's perfectly okay with AB using it because AB kisses his ass. Same thing with Tiffany and everyone else. That's perfectly okay. But if you speak something bad about him, he'll strike you. I have 2 strikes now for it. But don't worry. Don't worry, Chris. I'm going to fight you and I will win. And his other friends, exactly. So, little old me. I guess I got under his skin. Thank you. I'm gonna enjoy this with a cigarette? Yeah. Don't worry. Revenge is sweet. But you know what? It's not even revenge. I don't give a shit about him. That's the funny part. But I will pass the word around. I definitely will pass the word around about do not speak about Summer Wells. So good job. Good job, Chris. Did Gabby die of cancer? No, she died of strangulation. Ah, thanks, Paraphone. I actually have to call her. I got a call chasing. I've been noticing for some time. I don't think he's well. He does a typical sign of Parkinson's, which is rubbing two fingers together. He does it all the time. It's called pill rolling. I don't know. Yeah, no, it was definitely Brian. He states in every one of his videos at the bottom that you can use his content as long as it doesn't leave YouTube. Yeah, I got to get screenshots of that because I'm sure we're going to end up in court, which I have no problem with at all. How long would it take Brian to drive home? It depends if he stopped or not. If he drove straight home, if he stopped, it all depends. So, but I am going to shut down because I got to fight these strikes. I still got to do my hair and I got to go get Phoenix, take him to physical therapy. I've been running around all day and that's that. So I will see you guys later. But I wanted to bring this to you. So again, I apologize for the rudeness. This unfortunately will go on members only because I did curse a lot and I don't want that on my channel. So I will see you guys later.